Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, has quietly become one of the frontrunners in the AI hardware sprint, and its momentum shows no signs of slowing. At the heart of this progress lies surging demand for its GPUs, across public cloud, enterprise, and on-premise data centers, where customers are eager to train and infer massive AI models without breaking the bank. From hyperscale giants deploying EPYC-powered servers to AI startups spinning up GPU clusters, AMD's chips are everywhere you look. In Q1 2025, AMD's data center revenue jumped 57% year-over-year, powered by both its EPYC server CPUs and its Instinct GPU accelerators, proof that AMD's dual-pronged strategy is hitting its stride. Investors see this traction and think, if Lisa Su and company can keep squeezing more performance per dollar out of their silicon, those revenue curves will stay steep. And when revenue curves stay steep, stock curves often follow suit. Stock surge, a roller coaster ride, upward edition. If you've been watching AMD's share price this year, you've been on one heck of a ride. As of early July 2025, AMD is up 14% year to date, and it's ripped 60% higher over the past 3 months alone. That kind of short-term pop would make even the sturdiest roller coaster jealous. Why the surge? A few key drivers: AI chip wins. Major cloud providers and AI labs have publicly touted Instinct MI300X performance benchmarks that rival, or even beat, incumbent players. Partnership headlines: collaborations with IBM Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and startups like xAI have kept AMD in the headlines. Strong earnings beats. Consecutive quarters of revenue and earnings that outpaced expectations have emboldened bulls and sidelined skeptics. Picture day traders refreshing their screens like social media junkies waiting for the next viral meme. Whenever a press release drops, AMD MI300X benchmarks unveiled, the stock lighting up is almost Pavlovian. And with every new data center win, momentum feeds on itself, igniting that next leg up. Valuation verdict, P at stratospheric heights. All that hype comes at a price, literally. AMD now boasts an intraday market capitalization of roughly $224.6 billion. With trailing 12-month, TTM, diluted EPS of $1.37, that equates to a trailing PE of about 101 times. At first blush, a 100 times P feels dizzying, like betting your mortgage on next season's breakout. But for companies growing revenue north of 50% year-over-year in a hot market segment, lofty multiples can stick. Investors are effectively saying, we believe AMD's earnings 5 years from now will justify this premium. Here's how to think about it. Imagine buying a golden goose that lays eggs once every quarter. If you expect the goose to lay ever larger eggs, perhaps doubling egg size each year, you might be willing to pay a high upfront price. AMD's investors are pricing in goose egg growth fueled by AI tailwinds, hoping that EPS will climb rapidly enough to make a 100 times P seem quaint by 2028. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Peering into MI300X and beyond, catalyst in late 2025. What could turn optimism into reality? One name stands out, MI355X, the upcoming sibling of the MI300X family. According to recent analyst commentary, the MI355X is expected in Q3 2025 and could provide performance and efficiency gains that put additional pressure on incumbents. Higher compute density. Early leaks suggest the MI355X will pack more tensor core horsepower per watt, critical for AI clusters where power bills rival rent checks. Software ecosystem maturity. AMD's ROCm stack continues to gain traction, erasing developer hesitancy around porting code from CUDA. Bundle play. Rumors hint at combined EPYC plus Instinct AI nodes that deliver plug-and-play performance, simplifying deployments for hyperscalers. If MI355X benchmarks at least match, or ideally surpass, NVIDIA's next-gen offerings, AMD could snag meaningful share in late 2025. That would validate today's high multiple and give bulls fresh ammunition to push the stock higher. Let's trade Wall Street for Wonderland for a moment. Imagine AMD opens a futuristic arcade where every game is powered by its chips. Tensor Tank, a VR battle game where real-time weather data streams into each arena. AMD GPUs render dynamic sandstorms on the battlefield. Adaptive AI shaping terrain on the fly. EPYC Escape Room. Teams of players must solve riddles generated by on-the-fly language models running on EPYC CPUs. Hints appear as text summaries, and wrong answers trigger comedic robotic taunts. Instinct Racer, a racing sim that uses AI-driven traffic patterns. No two laps feel the same, because the MI300X is analyzing millions of input variables in real time. Each machine sports an AMD Inside badge, with slogans like, "Powered by 100 times P Ambition," etched in neon. Ticket sales from this arcade fund R&D, and winners earn VR medals shaped like die-cast AMD logos. As long as the games keep delivering, wow moments, queues never shrink, just like AMD's pipeline of enterprise orders. Investing insights, riding the AMD wave. So, how should you think about AMD in your portfolio? Here are a few pointers. Check the AI win ticker. Keep an eye on announcements like Microsoft adds Instinct to Azure HPC, or Humane builds 50 megawatts data centers with AMD GPUs. These are direct indicators of demand. Watch the P-slide rule. If revenue growth slows or MI355X benchmarks disappoint, that 100 times multiple can compress fast. Plan stop losses or partial hedges. Balance with value. Consider pairing AMD with more established, value, tech names to smooth out volatility. When the AI hype cycle cools, you'll thank yourself for having ballast. Long-term lens. If you truly believe in an AI-driven future where costs and performance matter more than ever, a high multiple may look reasonable 3 to 5 years down the road, provided AMD executes flawlessly. Key takeaways: the AMD equation. AI chip momentum, strong GPU demand and data center wins are lifting AMD's top line. Data center revenue up 57% in Q1 2025. Stock performance, up 14% YTD and a blistering 60% over the last 3 months, an indication that it could symbolically 100x. Valuation spotlight. Market cap of $224.6 billion with TTM EPS $1.37 yields a 101 times P. Catalyst on the horizon. MI355X in late Q3 2025 could be the spark that turns high expectations into tangible wins. Investor strategy. Track product announcements, manage valuation risk, and maintain a long-term view to weather short-term swings. Is AMD gearing up to explode into new stratospheres of share price? If you believe a relentless arms race in AI hardware, with performance, efficiency, and open software ecosystems as the key battlegrounds, then AMD's high multiple could look like a bargain in a few years. On the flip side, hyper-growth expectations baked into that 100 times P leave little room for missteps. For now, AMD stands at an inflection point, strong fundamentals, a robust pipeline of enterprise wins, and a major product upgrade due in late 2025. Strap in, data adventurers, because this ride promises thrilling loops, and perhaps a few stomach-dropping dips, before the next big crest. Whether you're hitting the buy button or waiting for a pullback, AMD's journey through the AI chip cosmos is one story you won't want to miss. There is more you should know. The 1,000-year period. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, either his image, either had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Revelation 20 verses 4 to 6. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all His commandments, He has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let Him be your guide, for He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.